Yes, hi there. These comments are for Malek, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And my TA gave you a 2.25 out of 5. And your question is, you want to know why you received the score you did. All right, so let's take a look at what that score means. So if you're scoring in the 2 range, actually, I'm looking at the wrong one here. Let me click on the independent writing rubrics here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Right here. So scoring in the 2 range, this is going to put you at about 15 points out of 30. So your practice test has one or more of the following errors. Limited development of ideas. I'm going to say yes as it relates to the topic. Inadequate organization or connection of ideas. I'm going to say yes. Inappropriate or lack of details, examples, and explanations to support your generalizations. I will also say yes. You don't have as many problems with your word choice or a large number of sentence errors, but I think my TA most likely gave you a score because of these 3 areas. So what do we mean? So your thesis is, an ideal roommate for me is someone that is trustworthy and focused on studying. So first of all, you say being able to trust the person is essential, right? So you say, in addition to trusting him with my belongings, I'd also like to be sure that he's going to pay his fair share of the bills. And then you talk about the importance here. It looks like reliability. He was unreliable. I mean, if you want to connect this back to the beginning, you want to say he was untrustworthy with making regular monthly rent and bill payments. So what you're doing in the body of the speech doesn't support the argument you're trying to make here, and you should have spent some time on belongings. You moved from that topic immediately to a new topic, but you didn't give any examples to support that first idea. I need to trust him with my belongings. You'd say something like, for example, I have many expensive electronic and appliances in my apartment. For example, I have an iPad, I have a blender, I have an expensive cell phone and a stereo, and I need to be able to trust my roommate that he will not steal or use these equipment without my permission or something. And then when you get to your third paragraph, so in addition to reliability, no, you're talking about trustworthy. In addition to being trustworthy, I think that dedication, I would say here 2 studies is also an important characteristic, but you just say dedication. So part of your difficulty is what you're doing in those topic sentences in those body paragraphs. They need to better connect back to your thesis, and the examples you're using in the body paragraphs need to connect back to the argument you're trying to make here. If you want to talk about reliability, to me, that's a second idea. So you have, first of all, being trustworthy is an important characteristic. Then you say, second of all, being reliable is important quality for my roommate to have. And then you have the last part, which is dedication to studies. So my TA gave you, I think, a lower score because you need to improve your organization. So one of the things you can do is go to, it's my speaking lesson number 7. It also helps you with your writing. It will give you some good tips on how to better organize your ideas. And one of the things that you can do to improve your organization is repetition and rephrasing of key points. And you can learn more about that by going to my speaking lesson number 7. All right, so let's take a look at the other idea here. You say, I think dedication is also an important characteristic that a roommate should possess. So you basically have one sentence here that talks about focusing on studies, And then you talk about a lot of other ideas here, but you didn't really develop that point. You have to say something like, for example, going to school is challenging. And if my roommate and I are taking a class in accounting, we will focus ourselves on preparing for the examinations and writing assignments for that particular class. So you need to better support the idea of the importance of studying hard, not just having fun and relieving the school stress. You're doing more with a counter argument there. I would focus a lot on why you think studying is important and why you think your roommate should also dedicate him or herself to studying. So again, I don't think you really develop that point that you introduced in the beginning of that paragraph. You see what I'm saying here? Now remember that I can't really give comments on every essay that you submit, you're writing. I have an additional service. I can rewrite this entire essay if you like. If you want me to show you exactly what you would have to do to get a 5.5 out of 5 on this particular essay, I'll be happy to do that. My error correction service in writing, it is a little bit expensive. It costs $50 per essay. And it takes me about an hour. So if you'd like me to rewrite your whole essay to show you how to make this a perfect essay, I can certainly do that. All right, so to just keep things basic for right now, you definitely need to improve your organization. This is something that you want to work on if you want to score higher. And you want to make sure that the examples you use in the body of your paragraphs, they support and defend the argument that's being made. So I think his score, I agree with it. I think my TA is pretty accurate. He scores hundreds and hundreds of essays every month, and he knows which essays will score higher. I trained him about a year and a half ago, and he's actually pretty good. He's very accurate in the scores that he assigns. All right, Malek, anyway, keep up the good work.